Hey everyone, it's Tzayla and welcome to Off Key and On Pitch, your backstage pass to the unfiltered world of music. Whether you're a music lover, a fellow creative, or you're just curious about what happens behind the curtains, you're in the right place. Here we'll have candid conversations with industry professionals, artists, and other music nerds, and we'll share our stories, lessons, and insights. But before we get into all of that, I would just love to take this episode to introduce myself and tell you all a little bit about my journey so far. So, I like to say that I'm more than just an artist. I'm a storyteller, on a mission to make you think, explore, and dream. My music blends sounds from all over the world with indie pop, creating a space where cultures come together in a reflection of who I am. A mixed kid, drawing from every part of myself as a German, Mexican, and Filipina. Or, as me and my siblings like to call ourselves, a Germexapina. Growing up homeschooled and in a family that loves adventure, I've traveled to many places around the globe, and I've let each and every one of those cultures influence my musical style in a genre that I call world indie pop. To me, it's the perfect mixture of familiar and adventurous. Music has always been such a huge part of my life ever since I was 3 years old. It was Christmas morning, and my mom got me this Barbie electric guitar. And I just remember running all over the house saying, "Look at me, I'm a rock star!" And ever since then, I've just had this huge passion and love for music, and I knew I wanted to make it my life. When I turned 5 years old, my dad taught me how to read music on the piano. By age 11, I was writing my own songs, and when I turned 13, I joined the school band playing clarinet, and I even taught myself how to play guitar that year as well. When I turned 14, my family moved down to Georgia, to a small town about 10 minutes away from Alabama. And it was during this time I realized that I was tired of waiting for a record label to just show up and make my dreams come true. And I decided I was going to do it myself. So that's when I started learning music production so I could release my own music. I took a monthly.com course taught by Charlie Puth and eventually spent 4 years studying music production at Pippin Music Academy, thanks to my wonderful mentor, David Pippin. Over the years, I've taught myself over 14 instruments, ranging from the Chinese bamboo dizzy flute to the Bolivian charango, even the jaw harp. And each one of the instruments I play has its own story and adds a unique layer to the music I create. And ever since 2022, I've been sharing that music with the world. But it wasn't until summer last year, I was at Berklee College for some programs, and it wasn't until then that I truly committed myself to this path of becoming a globally known award-winning artist. I look back on that time as a humongous shift in my artistic career, and since then I've been releasing music every month, posting on social media every day, and I even started a docu-series called The Story Behind, where I take you all behind the scenes into the making of my music. But to me, music it's more than just sound. It's memory, connection, and story. Music it's a universal language that transcends barriers and can speak directly to your soul. It bridges gaps between cultures and inspires us to see life differently. And that's what I aim to do with my music. I hope to help people explore new perspectives, discover who they are, and realize that their dreams really can come true. And it's with this drive and passion that in 2024 alone, I was able to reach 100,000 streams across all platforms. I was even featured in the Times Georgia newspaper. And currently in my career, I have 2 albums, 1 EP, 1 remix album, 3 collaborations, and 20 singles, and I'm always adding to that list. But I started this podcast not just to share my journey, but to give you guys an inside look into the world of music. Each episode, I'll bring you into the creative processes, the struggles, and the wins, and you'll hear from my mentors, my peers, and other industry pros as we cover everything from songwriting to copyright law. I encourage you all to embrace curiosity in this podcast. Thank you so much for being here and being on this wild adventure with me. I'm sure it's going to be filled with memorable and snazzy moments. And make sure to subscribe wherever you listen to your podcast. And don't forget to leave a review, follow me on social media, and check out my music on Spotify, iTunes, or wherever you stream your music. If you have any questions, favorite moments, or have any topics you'd love me to cover, feel free to comment or DM me. I would love to hear from you. Keep dreaming big, and I'll see you next time.